What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another quest build. Want to jump back in the builder and cook up a blueprint to my newest point guard hatch. Wanted to make something that's more of a traditional floor general offense initiator that can score at all three levels. Sure, you don't want to be a liability on offense, but is a chess piece defensively, but primarily a playmaker at the point guard position. Someone who's not going to need the ball to ISO score, but can just facilitate an offense and really be another coach out there on the wood. This thing's going to have a nice girthy built body frame. We want to be intimidating when we see our opponents. This thing has shades of Derrick Rose, Stephon Marbury, and Alfred Chin, who also likes to be referred to by his stripper name, Boogie. This is the inside the arc Playmaker. Like I said, I wanted to make a more of a traditional style point guard from the golden era of basketball, late 90s, early to mid 2000s. Someone who's going to look menacing, built from the concrete. Someone who's going to be a natural leader, not one of these young water chestnuts who doesn't even remember 9/11 because they were too young. So this is not a youngster build. This is a grown man based off of the Stephon Marbury blueprint in the rosters. So jumping right in, we're going to make this at point guard. You're going to be 6'3", 224 girthy pounds with a max 7-foot wingspan. You can do whatever you want on the body shape, but again, I want to look menacing. I want to have that Baron Davis frame, that Stephon Marbury, that Brevin Knight type brute frame, because I like having that bigger hitbox. For whatever reason, it feels like I can latch onto opposing guards when I'm playing on the perimeter. So I like going that body shape built. So follow along to a T to get this name and then tinker at your own discretion in your builder. It's your build, you can do whatever you want, but we are going to do some specific things to get this super rare name. We're going to get our close shot all the way to a 93, our driving layup to a 75, our driving dunk to an 86, and then we're going to punt, standing dunk, and post control. You can throw some post control on this build to make it more of an Andre Miller, Jason Kidd type, Sam Cassell grown man. So when you do kind of get a water chestnut on you, you can go to work. But we are going to be punting that on this build. You're going to have 20 finishing badges, that gold limitless takeoff with the 86 driving dunk. You will get contact dunks on this build. And that close shot of a 93 is going to be kind of crucial in the style of play. It's going to give you that card you can play when you drive in. Defenses think you're going to yam or kick out, but you kind of pause. No one's going to expect a 6'3" player to have a 93 close shot, so you're going to be able to score amongst the trees. You can put that in your back pocket once you invest in close shot and then add that to your repertoire playing on this build. But then shooting, we're going to get our mid-range to an 83. And we're going to get our 3-ball to a 79. You can go higher on the mid-range, but we do want that midi to an 83 to get this name. Don't want to go higher on the 3-ball, but we're also going to go free throw to a 70, because as a point guard, you do want to be able to knock down some free throws. That's going to give you 21 shooting badges. If you're decent at the game, you're going to be able to hit just fine on this build, have some nice badge allocation in tier 1, and you can get a couple tier 3 badges as well. But playmaking, this is where this build really shines. We're going to get our pass accuracy to an 88, our ball handle to a 90, and then our speed with ball to an 82. That's going to give us 26 playmaking badges. That 90 handle, we're going to get that Hall of Fame quick first step. You're going to be a dimer on Olive, floor general on Olive, vice grip. You're going to be able to get a ton of great playmaking badges. I actually threw my +4 at playmaking to get a total of 30. So again, you are going to be a traditional point guard. You want to bring the pill down the court, facilitate the offense, be able to not be a liability handling the ball. You don't want to be getting plucked. You want to have great passing. And with an 88 pass accuracy, you're going to be a Nerf gun, be able to dart up all your teammates on the wood. And we're not investing super high in speed with ball. You're not trying to be a dribble god demon out there. You just want to be a great safe point guard option like a Kevin Johnson. Come down, run the offense like a point guard should. Again, this is a very traditional, a leader on the offensive end. But then defensively, this thing is no slouch. It doesn't have two-way in its name, but it is absolutely a two-way. We're going to get our interior defense to a 68. We're going to get our perimeter defense to an 87. That's going to be able to clamp up on the perimeter. Our stealies to a 74. It's not OP. We don't want to just be pressing X all day on Xbox. We do not want to be jumping passing lanes and just overexerting ourselves trying to get splash defensive plays. But a 74 steal is going to be able to get the job done. And then block, we're going to get this to a 66. And then we're going to get our defensive rebound to an 85. and our offense rebound to an 84. That's going to give us 24 defensive badges. And then physically, we're going to get our speed to an 80, max out our acceleration to an 86, keep our strength to a 43, that's going to be fine. Then get our vertical to a 75, and then max out stamina to an 82. So giving this build a once over: 20 finishing, 21 shooting, 26 playmaking, and 24 defensive badges. Some crucial things about this build: that 93 close shot is going to be a menace, and you can add that style of play to your repertoire when you do go amongst the trees. You're going to be able to shoot on this build. You're going to be an absolute freak playmaker. You're going to be a traditional homegrown playmaker like those studs of the golden era of point guards. And then defensively, not a liability at all. You're going to play great perimeter defense, and then you can definitely rebound at a high clip. Like I said, hunting for those triple doubles on any rec game. And then going to takeover, you get shot creator, playmaking, defense, perimeter defense, and rebounding. I like going enhanced jump shot contest because it just keeps you grounded. But then getting a rebounding take on a point guard is going to be kind of grody. So we're going to go box out wall. And then you're going to end up with literally one of the rarest names in all of 2K23, especially at the point guard position: the inside the arc playmaker. Definitely has a old school, traditional, homegrown, grown man type feel to this blueprint. Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, Jamal Tinsley, Chauncey Billups, Baron Davis. Those kinds of players are integral to running any type of offense and just being the leader that some rec teams and some 5-on-5 teams need on the wood. Like I said, I took this from the Stephon Marbury blueprint tree in the rosters, and so it's definitely got a lot of Starbury in it. What do you guys think? Would you invest your VC in this type of build, or what would you change? Have you seen this name before at the city? Let me know, because you know what time it is. Quest Sparrow.